3, Pat's Jester, Neo Doughty has the ride this afternoon. Number 4, Combermere, will Jimmy Frost complete a double. Number 5, Cliffalder, Tom Morgan. 6, Jimbaloo, Ronnie Began. 7, Buckspin's Best, ridden by Richard Dunwoody. Number 8, Assiglawi, Simon Sherwood takes the ride. Number 9, Special Vintage, a Northern Raider for Mark Dwyer. Number 10, Ride Again, Hewell Davis, the jockey. Number 11, Lyphento, Peter Hobbs. Number 12, Tivian, Mark Perrott. Number 13, Little Toro, Blinkard, normally is. Simon Hodgson rides at 2 pounds overweight. Number 14, Sooner Still, ridden by David Tegg. And number 15, Necker Cheer, Blinker for the first time, ridden by Andrew Adams, who claims the 4. So let's check the betting.
And we have joint favourites, Cliffalder and Lyphento, both on 9-2. Jimbaloo, a 5-1 chance, with Buckskin's Best at 8-1, together with French Goblin. Hash Jester 10-1, and they go 12-1, bar 6. And Cliffalder is 5-1 from the same price. Jimbaloo 11-2 from 5s. Buckskin's Best and French Goblin both on 8-1. Hash Jester 10-1, Ride Again at 12s. Special Vintage a 14-1 shot, and they go 16s bar.
But I think this horse, number 13, as I said, he's won one race but was well beaten at Warwick last time out behind Sunbeer. We haven't seen Ride Again, which isn't without a chance. Number 10, Ride Again. Hewell Davis rides that in red and white check. The latest for Lyphento, now 4-1 favourite. Cliffalder 5s, Jimbaloo 11-2, Jimbaloo. And don't worry if you back Jimbaloo, he always comes. There's Ride Again in the checks. Jimbaloo always comes from well behind. So don't worry if he's not with them at the second last.
Ride Again, John fell at the first at Warwick last race.
Yes, we haven't exactly narrowed it down much, have we? Still, I'll take Cliffalder against your Lyphento.
And we've just heard that Joe Price, who's the son of Ryan Price, who looks after Lyphento, has won the £100 for the best turned out prize.
So great. Well, the captain will be pleased with that. And they're lining up, so there you are, Graham.
For this Tote Jackpot Handicap hurdle. And they race down towards the first, and Cliffalder, the short run of the first, Cliffalder leading from Combermere on the outside. Lyphento shows in third. Sooner Still 4 on Special Vintage and Necker Cheer and Assiglawi and Ride Again. And then comes French Goblin and Beach Road and Jimbaloo. Buckskin's Best on the inside of Pat's Jester as they take the second. And then Little Toro and the back marker is Tivian. Pace quite a good one as they continue down the far side towards the third. They jump 3 on the far side. It's Combermere on the outside of Lyphento. On the inside, Cliffalder with the yellow sleeves. These 3 line across the track, followed in by Sooner Still, who touched down in 4th place. Necker Cheer wide is 5. Ride Again 6, and then Jimbaloo stacked in behind him. Here's Special Vintage on the inside. Buckskin's Best racing wide. It's French Goblin. Tivian has still got all of the field in front of it. And so they start the turn out of the backstretch, and it's Combermere and Lyphento really setting a good gallop, clear of Cliffalder, who races in 3rd place. And then racing in 4 is Necker Cheer, followed by Sooner Still and Ride Again and Special Vintage, and wider that is Assiglawi. Then comes Beach Road and Jimbaloo on the inside. Pat's Jester follows that. French Goblin is at the back, Tivian still the back marker, and they line up towards the 4th. And they've completed half a mile of this 2-mile 5 trip, and it's Combermere that leads and really going lickety-split. Lyphento in 2nd, and racing in 3rd is Necker Cheer. So they come to the 4th, Combermere, Lyphento, Necker Cheer and Cliffalder from Sooner Still an erratic jump, or at least an extravagant jump on the inside. Then Special Vintage in the green, the horse with a noseband. Also with a noseband is Ride Again, that's mid-division. And Assiglawi with the horse with a white face as they come down towards the 5th. That'll be the last on the next lap. And Tivian still the back marker, and so the order as they bunch to pass the enclosures with a circuit to go is that Lyphento the 4-1 joint favourite with Cliffalder, Jimbaloo at 11-2, French Goblin at 7-1, and so the order is that Combermere leads from Lyphento and Cliffalder and Necker Cheer, and on the inside Sooner Still and Special Vintage and Ride Again. Then stacked across the track at Buckskin's Best, Jimbaloo and Beach Road, and on the outside with the stripes, just not in the picture at the moment, was French Goblin, followed by Assiglawi, Little Toro, Pat's Jester and Tivian still the back marker, but no more than 10 lengths off the leader. Tivian with the spotted jacket, also with spots Combermere up front, attempting to make every poster winning one on the last circuit. 6 more to jump. Combermere by half a length. Cliffalder, Lyphento on the outside of it. Sooner Still races in 4th place, and then Necker Cheer 5. followed by Buckskin's Best getting a run on the inside of Special Vintage. That's being tracked by Ride Again and Jim Ballou. And then Beach Road and Pat's Jester. These are followed then by Little Toro on the outside of Asaglawi, and French Goblin just being niggled along at the rear of the field in the stripe. So they level up down the back stretch, and the field really stretching out. Combemere not hanging about, leads by 3 parts of a length to Lyphento in second, Clifouda third, and Sooner Still 4, and Special Vintage there, and there was a faller there, and that looks like Buskin's Best has gone. Buskin's Best, the faller at that one. So they continue down the far side, and Combemere and Lyphento from Clifouda, and Special Vintage and Sooner Still. Now Ride Again starts to make ground on the outside. Jim Below and behind them, then comes Beach Road, a Little Toro, and French Goblin starting to get into gear as the leaders skip over that. And I can tell you that Richard Dunwood is okay, he's on his feet, and there's no problem with Buckskin's Best, that's on his feet too. And they continue down the far side. Tivian is tailing off, but up front with just 4 to jump. On the inside, Combemere, Lyphento, Clifouda, Sooner Still close in behind them, then Special Vintage, followed by Jim Ballou and Ride Again, Little Toro trying to come with a run. French Goblin now being ridden along and losing its place. Pat's Jester with a lot of running to do. Beach Road is starting to hunt up the leaders as they start out of the back stretch. And it's Combemere and Lyphento from Clifouda, and Jim Ballou getting closer, and Sooner Still hugs the rails, followed by Special Vintage and then Ride Again. And so they start the turn for home, and they've got 2 to jump. And it's Combemere in the lead, Lyphento on the outside of it, none going better than Jim Below, tucked away close up third. Clifouda niggled along fourth, and then comes on the inside Sooner Still 5, Special Vintage covered up for a late run. Ride Again trying to come there, Beach Road coming with a run, and on the outside Little Toro is making ground when it matters most. It's a wide open race, and they've got 2 to jump, and they're fanned out across the track with Lyphento just nosing ahead of Jim Ballou. Here comes Special Vintage in the green on the outside of Clifouda, and then Sooner Still and Ride Again and Beach Road, and then Combemere who's starting to backpedal, but they race down towards the final flight. And on the extreme right, the horse with a noseband in the green jacket is Special Vintage, and that one takes command at the last. Special Vintage gets it running, and Lyphento second. Ride Again coming with a big run next to the rails on the outside, I should say, but it's Special Vintage in the lead. Special Vintage being strongly pressed by Clifouda with the yellow sleeves. Ride Again coming with a run, so too Sooner Still, but Special Vintage holding on. They've got 50 yards to go. Special Vintage has it. Ride Again, Clifouda in a photo 2-3, Sooner Still 4, Lyphento 5, then Jim Ballou